Hi, I'm Michelle and this is Maddie, and I'm going to talk to you about rabbits today. Question number one: can this animal be domesticated, and what features make it possible for domestication? According to Price's 2002 outline of the criteria for domestication, um, rabbits do fit in fairly well. So they naturally live in big groups. They take up a social hierarchy. They're quite small as well. She's a baby, but she's still quite tiny. She won't grow very large. She'll be about the size of Maddie as well. Um, they eat pretty much any kind of vegetable and a lot of hay. They're sexually promiscuous. They do tend to bond for life, but breeders have been successful in breeding one doe with multiple bugs, so that's not really a problem once they've been domesticated. They can change environments easily without much stress, and they're not really aggressive. They do have quite a flight distance from man because we are predators and they are prey animals, but domestication has kind of taken that out of them, and they are quite easy to pick up with no real trouble. They also so they don't get stressed in captivity once they're domesticated. Wild animals, wild rabbits do though, they don't really like it. So yes, rabbits can be domesticated with no real trouble. Question number two: do these animals place humans at risk in any way, and how? Yes. So in Australia, they are established pest animals ever since being introduced to Victoria in 1859 as a source of food. A few of them were released out of captivity and bred quite successfully, and now they're causing approximately $200 million in agricultural damages a year. Other than that, they do carry a few zoonotic diseases which have proven to be quite problematic. There is tularemia, a disease of rabbits that have been transmitted through flies and fleas and ticks and lice. And humans can get affected by handling sick rabbits. It actually causes inflammation of the lymph glands and headaches and chills and high fever. Like any other mammal, they can transmit rabies, which is quite serious as the symptoms don't show until a couple of months after transmission. But once it's there, once it's in the head, it starts off as something mild, as headaches and fatigue, and increases significantly into hallucinations and fear of water and anxiety and that sort of thing. There's also trypanosomiasis, sorry for my pronunciation, transmitted through sect flies, which bite the animal and suck their blood, and then they transmit to us, which is quite a fatal disease that includes high fever as well. So, question number three: are these animals perceived and treated differently by different cultural groups? What psychological factors might cause this to happen? So, although in Australia, rabbit production for food is practically unheard of because of pest regulations, it's quite popular in other parts of the world, particularly in developing countries where cost is an issue. Rabbits have been quite a cheap source of meat. This is a matter of need. When you're poor and hungry, the need for food is a much greater need than your conscience of whether animals are getting good welfare or not. This plays in with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which stated that food is much more important than things such as belonging and self-actualization. So it is just a matter of, if you are hungry, you need food, rather than worrying about whether these animals are safe. According to the Catchment and Land Protection Act of 1994, landowners are expected to kill established pest animals, whereas with our prevention of cruelty to animals laws, there is supposed to be no intentional poisoning of animals. But because it's a pest animal, it sort of cancels each other out, so the rabbits don't have any right. So all information presented in this has been mainly from the book Rabbit Production by McNitt, Lukfer, Cheek and Patton from 2013. The book Animal Domestication and Behaviour, which was Edward Price from 2002, and the Department of Environment and Primary Industries. All facts have been cross-referenced with multiple activist pages and rabbit fact websites, which have just a quick Google search can find. Thanks for your time, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation.